with a 450 horsepower 5-liter V8 through an active exhaust system. This 2022 Mustang GT is amazing. Hi, this is Joe from Way Scarff Ford, and today we're going to talk about this 2022 Mustang GT. One amazing pony car, one amazing performance car. The Mustang has become a lot more refined over the years. Now the stick rear axle is gone. Now we have an independent rear suspension. The 5-liter V8 has grown in power over the years. Now we're up to 450 horsepower in a regular Mustang GT. That is amazing. I remember back in the 90s when I was drooling over Dodge Vipers making 400 horsepower, and back then those Fox body Mustangs, they made like 220 horsepower, 210 horsepower. Now 450 horsepower. They're amazing, more refined than ever. And this is a particularly nice example that we're talking about today. This one has a tad over 9,000 miles, 9,397 to be exact. So if you're looking for a nice low mileage pre-owned Mustang, this is a great one to consider. The GT is the ticket to getting that 5-liter V8. There's a number of different engines available in the Mustang, even a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with over 300 horsepower, which isn't bad. But if you love big V8 engines, you love the sound of a V8, and you love low on torque, this 5-liter V8 has it in spades. We have a copy of the original build sheet on this one. The original SRP is $42,445. This has a few optional items on it. We have a dual zone auto climate control. We have a raised black deck lid spoiler, a 3.55 ratio limited slip axle. More importantly, we have an active valve performance exhaust system, which sounds amazing. I'll rev it a little bit more with the camera right next to the exhaust system so you can hear some of that wonderful 5-liter V8 music. Then we have the 18-inch machined aluminum wheels. That was $350. The active exhaust was a $1,200 option. Of course, we have a complimentary copy of that wooden sticker for you to peruse. The interior is down to business, just like a Mustang should be. Nice cloth interior of contrast stitching. We have this nice aluminum trim on the dashboard, some synthetic leather and synthetic stitching as well on the dashboard and on the meter hood. Of course, we have a rear parking camera, dual zone auto climate control, keyless ignition with push button start. I love these little switches to operate the hazard lights, to shut the traction control on and off. Then we have a drive mode selector so you can control the steering effort. We have comfort, normal, and sport. Then there's also a drive mode selector. We have normal, sport plus, track. It looks like we have also drag strip mode, and then we have snow and wet. So that'll change the behavior of the vehicle depending on which drive mode you select. Sport Plus is a really nice one. If I was going to buy a Mustang, the only way for me is to have it with an amazing 6-speed manual gearbox. You can get an awesome 10-speed automatic transmission, but honestly, who cares if you go a tenth of a second or half a second faster than 0 to 60 or through the quarter mile? The mechanical precision and that connection that you have with a manual transmission is lost in translation with the best automatic transmission out there. You just feel connected, you feel hardwired to this vehicle, and there's something rewarded about that perfect gear change, that rev match downshift. Driving a manual transmission vehicle like this with a V8, it is quite an exhilarating driving experience. It turns something as mundane as driving your daily commute to something that's actually fun, enjoyable, and then you actually might look forward to. I certainly would. We have this nice leather up steering wheel that feels wonderful in your hands. Lots of steering wheel controls. You have great visibility even towards the back, which is not always the greatest in coupes. Some of the other vehicles like the Camaro, you almost like have like these mail slot like windows. They're so small. The visibility in the Mustang is much, much better. The Mustang also has a decently sized rear seat. Obviously an adult would want to sit back there for a period of time, but great for kids. I love the curvaceous lines in the Mustang, beautiful chiseled lines on the front end. Sure, a lot of design cues borrowed from the Mustangs of the 60s and 70s for sure. There's an amazing 5-liter V8, 450 horsepower. Sounds absolutely heavenly. And speaking of sound, let's rev that 5-liter V8 a little bit and hear some of that music. Sounds pretty good. But it sounds even better when you're behind the wheel, getting to the red line and roaring through the gears. It's absolutely exhilarating driving experience in a car like this. And it also, even though it's a small 2-door coupe, it also has a decently sized trunk for a decent amount of trunk space. Well, there you have it, a beautiful example of a very low mileage 2022 Mustang GT with the performance exhaust. Beautiful to look at, wonderful to drive, an absolute audible joy to the ears. Thanks for watching and have a great day.